them. We can't account for about 4%. And when you think of a school system that is a big city school system, that 85% of the students qualify as being poor, that produces that kind of results, I would say that those results are better than Europe, those results are better than Japan, those results are better than every major city in America. And you and Dr. Crim and the entire school system have a right to be proud of what you're doing in our city, and we appreciate it. And so I think that as I hear about the schools that you're going to, I want you to know that you're going to do a good job wherever you go. And I'm pleased at the choices you are making. And I hope that all of you will continue to think of this experience as one of those experiences that maybe set you on your way and let you know that you could do almost anything you wanted to do. I always do fuss with my wife because I think that not everybody, and I wish we had more young men. I want to give special attention and congratulations to the 2 young men who took the time to write. We really appreciate that. We can't let the girls and the young women get everything. They're taking over. We have to hold our own. But the opportunities are just marvelous. I would like to extend a personal invitation to any of you that has any trouble getting to go to school or do anything you want to do in the coming year. Don't beat around the bush and say it didn't work out. Come directly to my office. No appointment necessary. Alice Johnson, who has been in charge of the Dream Jamboree and done a wonderful job, is right there at the desk outside of my office, and she and I together will find a way to help you. And that means scholarships, that means books, that means if you don't have the money to get where you got a scholarship to go, or whatever it is you need. There are no excuses. It's a blank check. Come on to the office if you need it, and we will do our best to see that we find a way to meet whatever needs you have. Finally, the Dream Jamboree. 16,000 young people came through the Apparel Mart. They talked to more than 250 colleges and universities, more than 75 job opportunities and training opportunities. In the 2 days that all 16,000 of our 9th graders and 11th graders spent in the Dream Jamboree, we didn't have one single incident. We didn't have anybody pushing and shoving each other. We didn't have anybody cussing or fussing. You know, I mean, it was amazing the maturity and stability that the high school students of the city of Atlanta demonstrated when they were given an opportunity to come and talk to some serious people about the serious business of job and college opportunities. So I want you to give yourselves a big hand, but most of all, I want you to go back to your schools. And if you have an opportunity to stand up in front of your student body and thank them for the way they behaved and the way they represented your school, please do that for me. And give yourselves a big hand for being so wonderful. And I'd like to now present 2 of the people who are perhaps most responsible for all of the good things that I was talking about. And that is Dr. Alonzo Crim, our superintendent, and for the assistant superintendent for curriculum, Dr. May Kendall. And I'd like to ask you all to come forward now.
While we're coming forward, I just want to seize upon this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mayor and Mrs. Young and all of the members of the Mayor's Scholars Task Force who have put this particular program together over the last 4 years with the support of Equitable and Insurance Company. Oh, in the morning's paper also, you will find a statement on the decline in crime in the Atlanta public schools. A considerable decline from 1986 to 1987. And one of the reporters put to me the question, why? And I had to respond, it's because we have a city of the adult community which gives support to their children, and the children reflect that support through an improved performance on their part. And leading the way, of course, is our mayor and his wife, who have been completely committed to education in the city of Atlanta over the last 7 years. And would you join me in applauding them and expressing our gratitude for the leadership that they have afforded all of us in education in this city?
Michael Smith.
I think she wants me to,
If you would come around.
and
so we
and
can
you're
shake
going to make the
hands.
presentation. Oh, you want me to shake hands?
Yes.
Okay. Then we should have the mayor to join us.
Would Michael Smith please come forward?
You look pretty, so we'll put you in the middle.
You sure know what to say? Did you hear that?
Congratulations, Michael. Keep up the good work.
Desiree Robinson. Pamela King, if you'll be on your way.
Watch your step, Jocelyn. She's going to get you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Shonda Bird.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, dear. This young lady is something special.
Shannon McCoy.
Congratulations to you.
She's going to be a major banker in the city.
Felicia Berry.
Shannon's right here. You go. Yeah.
Congratulations. Proud of you. Congratulations. Really proud of you.
Claudette Reese. Tracy Pace.
When you come back next year, we expect you to invite us over for a gumbo.
Tracy Pace. Here she is.
Congratulations, dear.
Christina
Good
Clemens.
job. Congratulations, dear.
Tabitha King. Tabitha.
Tabitha?
Tabitha.
Well,
Okay, why
they'll,
don't you
they'll,
just make a correction on that?
well, come on.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on up here. There you go. Hey.
We'll give you a hug in
We don't spell too good either.
Benjamin Northrop.
Congratulations, Benjamin.
Good, wonderful.
Tawanda Willis.
Congratulations, dear.
April Hall. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Tanala Osayande.
Congratulations, dear. Keep up the good work.
Sonia Butts.
Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful. Good work.
Tamika Williams. Tasha Allen.
Congratulations to me.
Congratulations, dear. Keep up the good work.
And you want to ask that everyone get a certificate, all the finalists.
All right, congratulations to you.
Congratulations, dear.
Did we miss anyone? Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Congratulations, mayors, scholars, finalists. You were born in 1969 or 1970, finalist. And prior to your arrival on this good planet Earth, I'd like to share with you something from my perspective as someone who finished high school in 1957 while you all were in heaven. And a few of, I won't call any names, but a few others here know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I am always in awe of these occasions because when I finished and when many of us finished school in the 50s and 60s, in particular, in my case, the only entities that gave scholarships and awards were in my schools, the DAARL and the American Legion. And they recognized how important education is and how it builds toward the strength and fiber of our country, and therefore made these awards. And it always gives me such a sense of pleasure to come to these events and see our finalists look so right, so ready to go and meet the world. And to have our mayor, I don't even know who the mayor was when I graduated from school. I never had any contact at all with that individual. And needless to say, the mayor's wife. And even in our case, our mayor's wife could have selected many other things to involve herself in, as mundane as tea parties and golf and whatever. But she is the type person who I describe as a human being who experiences and gives us the experience of someone who goes out in deep water, and it is deep water and murky to try to make it through the educational maze. But she makes waves and doesn't bring the water unto herself, but it radiates out. And the mayor, who is so eloquent, probably would feel it's braggadocious to say the things, but I can say them because I'm not blood related, but I'm certainly spiritually related to Jean Young, and she gives so deeply of herself, and you feel it throughout our community, and we are truly blessed to have her in the role that she is in and the commitment that she has, and I think we need to give her an applause. That's right. And needless to say, the American Legion and the Daughters of the American Revolution are not corporations, but how wonderful it is to have a corporation of the stature of the Equitable Company be full center in this activity. How wonderful, how proud I am when the person I'm about to introduce was named one of the 25 hottest managers in the United States. I called him. You can't get this designation unless bottom line your salary is $250,000, and some went up to $600,000. So I called him long distance on the phone, and I said, "Brother, can you spare a dime?" I said, "You're the only one I know personally, and I'm depending on you to help me through." But I would like to present to you, as he represents his company, and as others here today represent so ably the corporate contribution of the Equitable Company, may I present to you Mr. Darren Davis, who is an Executive Vice President with the Equitable.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
And thank you so much. It was so nice of you. She did call me to do it and say that, too. I fell on the floor laughing. I would say to you, though, not Executive Vice President, because, see, the Executive Vice Presidents are all home today. And if they find out I'm around saying the Executive Vice President, I won't have a job tomorrow. Senior Vice President. Executive Vice President next year. Let me just quickly, very quickly, I'll do this very quickly, introduce other Equitable people here because they are here and we so appreciate them. First of all, the handsome gentleman right here is Collier St. Clair, Vice President of Equitable and stationed here in Atlanta, Georgia, Collier St. Clair. Over here, Bob Gerald, Vice President of the ECHO, just retired. Bob Gerald, thanks, Bob. Charles Mopin, who is with the Equitable joint venture Equicor. Where's Charles? He must have just stepped out. And of course, from the home office, the woman who runs the Minority College Liaison Program and many of the other education programs in New York City, Ms. Jacqueline Llewellyn. And then we have three of our salespeople here, Ernie Mobley. Ernie, there he is right there. And Ardran Taylor. Ardran, there he is. And Solomon Graham. And then I'd just like to take one personal privilege and have you say hi to a friend of mine, a friend of our family who's here. Her son's graduating from Morehouse from Stamford, Connecticut, Mary Childs. Mary, stand up over there. That's my neighbor in Connecticut there. Nice to have you here, Mary. Jean, Ms. Young says she's a Childs too. Maybe you're related. She'll check with you later. You're going to start. You
start with the honorable mention.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. You know, this for the first time, we've done this, as we said, for 4 years. And for the first time this year, and it's always tight. It's very tough. And one of the things we didn't say, maybe I ought to say that, is when this committee goes over these papers, there are no names on these papers or no schools. So no one knows what school this person's in. I think it's important to say that. No one knows what school this person's in. No one knows the name of the person. It's just a number. And this is paper number 5 or something, and that's it.
We don't even know the sex.
Don't even know the sex or anything. So, and this year, and it's always tough because they're so well done. But this year, there was a bigger dilemma than ever before. And so for the first time, and I want to explain this, for the first time, we did have an honorable mention because we can only have 4 winners. That's the way the program is set up. There was one, and it was so close that we decided to have an honorable mention and to give that person a $100 savings bond. And I'd like for her to come up here, Felicia Berry from the George School. Felicia, come on up here. It's really tough. You can imagine the job that the judges have with this. Your name? Okay, and now the envelope, please, as they say on television. The first winner. These are the winners. Each one of these persons will receive a $1,000 scholarship for each year that they're matriculated in a college, and they receive this every year. This envelope does not have $1,000 in it. It has some instructions on what you do, and I want you to look right now. This is who you go by his office and get the $1,000. So stay in town, Collier. Don't leave town.
See how cheap he's gotten since he got on that list?
The first winner, let's congratulate Miss Tracy E. Pace in Atlanta, Georgia. Tracy Pace. Yes, would Tracy's parents and the teachers in that school please stand? There they are over there. What school is that, Tracy? What school is it? Carver High School. Come on up here.
Thank you. I want to thank you, and this is going to be a great help for me. I'm from Carver High School. I just want to say thank you.
How about that, huh? It's been wonderful. Thank you very much.
And I also want to thank my sponsoring teacher, Miss Evelyn Harmon, and
Would you stand up, please?
Miss Harvard, thank you.
and Miss Robertson. Thank you.
Come on, stay over here. The next one, Miss Desiree Latasha Robinson. Start right over there. Hey, communications. There you. Hey, come on up here, Desiree.
I'd like to give special thanks to Dr. Adger, my principal, Mrs. Kelly, my sponsoring teacher, and my father, Reverend Edsel Robinson.
Stand, all of you all stand up
Please
here.
stand. I'm sorry, I'm a student at Grady High School, and I'd like to thank Mayor and Mrs. Jean Young for this opportunity as I matriculate at his alma mater.
All right, hey, wonderful. Congratulations to you, Desiree. The next winner is Miss Shonda Renee Bird. Miss Bird is from Harper High School, is that right? Go around that way. Congratulations to you. Come right on up here.
I'd like to say, first of all, to those of you who listen to me on the television, I'm sorry if I upset your meal. But the goal was achieved. I wanted to get your attention. I'd like to thank my sponsoring teacher, Mrs. Maddox. And both of my parents who are not here today. This is indeed an honor. I have worked hard to achieve this status. And as the years in the past, I looked at other students and I've always said I wanted to be in their position. And it's a thrill when you have achieved your goal. And that's something that I'd like to thank all of you for, Mr. and Mrs. Young and Dr. Crim as well. Thank you.
Terrific. And the final winner, Miss Shannon Denise McCoy from Douglas High School.
I want to say thanks to God, first and foremost. Thanks to my mother, Barbara Lowe, Miss McCullough, the assistant principal at Douglas High School.
All of you stand up there. Slow down. There you go.
And my sponsoring teacher, Mrs. J.H. Fields. Thank you. I want to thank Dr. Crim, Mrs. Young, Mr. Young, and everybody. Just thank you.
Now, isn't that a great group of winners? Let's all give these winners a great hand. Hey, all right. Okay. Let me take your seats. Okay.
Heck, why don't we meet at that end down there?
Okay.
Yeah.
When it's over. Right. Thank you. Yes, please do. That's right.
Can you just stand there for a second and
Yes.
let's get a picture of you with the,
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, that's stay. That's right. Okay.
darling, let's go.
Let me say that all of you are finalists and also the scholarship winners. I hope you will take these plaques with you where you go to school and put them up on the wall and let everybody know you somebody. You're supposed to be smart. You know, sometimes it might take teachers a semester or two to understand that. But you need to go there letting them know that you came out of Atlanta Public Schools and you all were the best. And so you're naturally going to be the best wherever you go. And
Okay, I want to acknowledge the mayor's task force members because these are the folk who do the hard background work, and we get the big support from Equitable, but you know there's a whole lot of little things that have to be done, and it's the members of the mayor's task force on public education. Please stand and let us give you a nice warm round of applause. Also, I want to reiterate that the judges really did have such a difficult time because the papers were so outstanding. And I think this is the first year that we got all of 1/6, that this is the first time. And, and we say democracy always works out. This time we felt like, gosh, it would have been nice if we'd had a male in there. But young men, try again next time. Because this year there were 4 outstanding women who achieved the scholarship. But the papers all were just high quality. And we had some other folk to drop in and to look at the papers. And one person said, are you sure these are high school students? I mean, are you sure these are college students or graduate students? So the competition was tough, and we're very proud of you.
well, we also owe a special thanks to Equitable for financing this program for, this is the 5th year now? 4th year. And they're going to keep on, and I know that all of the teachers and advisors are going to remind their upcoming seniors that this is something they ought to start thinking about. And we're going to look forward to great things from all of you. And we thank you very much for your participation. We particularly thank again the teachers. Oh, and now we have a special certificate of merit for our sponsors, Mr. Collier St. Clair, for the Equitable. And he's the guy you got to go to see to get the money.
I am sort of the Equitable Southern Region Darwin Davis. But when he comes to town, I have to stand back and let him make the speeches. But while I'm here, I think I saw some of our former scholarship winners. Would you please stand? It has been a treat for me to work with Jean Young, her committee, and thank you very much.
And Miss Jacqueline Llewellyn.
I'm very surprised to get this, and I would really like to say what I feel, and that is that although Equitable sponsors this luncheon in the sense that we pay for it and we give the students $1,000 a year. It is so much more than money. And the mayor's office in particular, Mrs. Young, has fashioned a program that I think should be replicated in other cities, and it's better every year. And I'm very pleased and touched to be here because I think the more we can encourage our youngsters, the more our problems will go away. Thank you so much.
And of course, the big boss man, Mr. Darwin Davis. I'm going to grow up to be like him one day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that basically concludes our luncheon, except there's one more thing. I don't know how long you worked on these papers, particularly the winners, but I worked a whole year, my first year out of seminary, and didn't make $4,000. This is the one of the messages here is that you can make more money with your brain than you can with your back. And I think that the least you can do is go back to your school and tell somebody, look, think about it now. Do some of your summer reading along a problem. We don't know what the subject's going to be. But whatever it's going to be, if you're reading the newspapers every day, if you're reading a couple of good books, if you're thinking about what you want to do with your life, then there's a good friend of yours at school, 2 or 3 maybe, that we think you ought to encourage to start thinking about being a mayor's scholar next year. And so with that final challenge, we say once again, thanks to all of you for making a great year possible for the Mayor's Task Force on Public Education and also for the City of Atlanta public school system. God bless you. We need all of the mayor's scholars to come, and the finalists. Everybody that come down toward the end for a picture.
I don't know anything about it. That's what I told him. He's going to try to follow you on the way out, I'm sure.
Very good. All those kids articulate.
Well, you worked for the flag, huh? Good. Very nice. Very nice.
How are you? How's it going? I met you one of the. How you doing? We let one of these kids get this.
One of them is wants to be you. Yes, she is with you. Oh, wow, that was great. Mary, come on.
We could do this right now. Downtown and do it here. Having Wait. Tell me over there. 5, 2, 3. Yes, sir. 7, 7.
See how I look at me? I'm trying to help you.
You are wonderful. Thank you.
Charlie wanted to do the real best there. We all day. We got things to do. Things to do.